So I recently posted a desk setup video and I knew I can do better, and this is how I did it. To get started, I added some LED light strips from Govee. These things fit in with my current lights and I'm really excited to use them. Next, I added some Govee Glide Lively lights, which is a complicated name but are really awesome. After opening these bad boys up, in a surprisingly small little box, you have a couple of instructions, which we're going to discard for now, a roll of LED light strips, and removing this little cardboard piece here, we have our controller. Below that, we have our power brick, along with some 3M adhesive, and finally a remote that I will lose in a heartbeat. Taking a quick look closer, we have the IR receiver, power input, and then the actual controller itself that we can hook up to other things, along with the light strip that has 3M tape on the back, which we can just snap down. And then we have the areas where we're able to cut or solder this thing if we need to. Installation is super easy. You have this alcohol prep pad, which you rub over the surface and stick it down.
How's it supposed to feel?
On to the next part of the build, which is the lively lights. These things are fantastic. Opening them up, you have some quick paperwork, along with an adapter, and then the controller unit. Below that, you'll have your LED light strips, which are set in a channel, they're diffused, and they'll also have sticky tape on the back so that you can attach them to walls or other surfaces easily and quickly. The controller unit on this looks very similar to the last one, but it has different end connectors. And these are important because you control 3 of each set of lights with this, but just be aware that it's not compatible with other Govee lights. Exploring these a little bit more, you'll get 2 that are set as male and end connectors, and then you'll get 4 that are set with male and female. So essentially you get 2 sets of 3. Before sticking these to your wall, it's probably a good idea to connect them together and just make sure they work and show the patterns and all the stuff that they should before doing anything more or less permanent. Now, I'm a big fan of how these look, but I need them to be a little smarter, so we're going to hook them up to Alexa and see how they work. At this point, we need to add it to our Govee app, so we're going to go to the plus sign and type in the ID that's on our paperwork. It should quickly find the device and then go through a connection process, and after the connection process, you can rename it to whatever you like. I should note that the name is going to be whatever you want it to be discovered by Alexa or by Google. After that, you're going to have to put in your Wi-Fi information so that you can connect to the Wi-Fi and talk to your smart devices. And you are now in. You're probably going to need to update the software. After that, you're able to change the brightness, the color, really whatever you want. There's a whole bunch of preset stuff. There's stuff that can detect sound because each of these things has its own microphone. There's tons to go through. You can really do what you want and you'll be happy. Now it's time to go to She Who Must Not Be Named and to add our lights and to get everything set up. I set my name as Studio, I clicked the plus button, went into Add Device, and allowed it to discover my light. You can go through and choose the brand, which is Govee, and it will discover everything you need to do. You don't need to really worry about this. And here's the end result. I think it looks good. It gives me a lot of control over the colors. I can do what I want, and I can just tell my voice assistant to turn it on, and it does so. And I'm pretty happy about that.